Welcome to this edition of Newspaper Review Roundup, where we focus on the presidential election. As Cameroon gears up for the 2025 presidential election, the political scene is getting more intense, with shifting alliances, funding controversies, and strategic maneuvering by different actors. Let's take a closer look at the major headlines shaping the debate. One of the most talked about political conflicts involves the leadership struggle within the Cameroon Party for National Reconciliation, the PCRN. Midi Action of February 3rd questions whether Cabral Libi or Robert Kona will represent the party in the election. The paper reports on the opaque situation following Kona's meeting with the Minister of Territorial Administration. Expression Politique reports that Minat boss Paul Atanganji is defying both the justice system and the presidency by backing Robert Kona, despite a court ruling recognizing Cabral Libi as the legitimate leader of the PCRN. Another striking development is the growing support for President Paul Biya from some opposition parties. Le Soir reports that the UPC, MDR, PEM and PRAC have officially declared their backing for Biya's candidacy. Inform Matin of February 3rd reports that local CPDM leaders are actively working to ensure a plebiscite for Biya, while Cameroon Tribune highlights a wave of endorsements from traditional leaders and political figures urging Biya to run again. The February 3rd edition of the Guardian Post detailed growing support for Biya's re-election as L'Action of February 6th emphasized his backing in the Mongo division. Innovation newspaper then outlines three possible options for Kamto to secure his candidacy as he faces increasing political pressure. Emergence newspaper reveals that the Cameroon Renaissance movement aims to raise over 6 billion francs CFA for the campaign, sparking debates about how the funds will be collected and used, while the horizon of February 3rd raises the question of whether Minister Paul Atanganji will prevent Maurice Kamto from raising the 6 billion francs CFA needed for his campaign. Still on the issue, Info a Show of February 4th reports that Minister Jean de Dieu Momo has criticized Kamto's fundraising efforts, describing it as deceptive. Le Populi of February 6th then claims the regime is actively working to counter Kamto's candidacy, as Emergence of February 4th also suggests that the government is employing tactics to weaken the opposition. The Social Democratic Front Party, the SDF, is also gearing up for the elections. The February 4th edition of the National Post reports that the party has launched a recruitment drive for 75,000 polling agents to strengthen its electoral operations. Meanwhile, the horizon of February 6th highlights Akere Mona's efforts to mobilize civil society organizations for massive voter registration. With political tensions rising, the media has been called upon to play a responsible role in election coverage. Cameroon Insider of February 3rd reports that the Communication Minister, René Emmanuel Sadi, has urged journalists to exercise professionalism in reporting. However, the Guardian Post editorial of February 5th takes a more critical stand, questioning the government's selective approach to historical narratives by reminding readers of the country's economic state before Biya's tenure. Finally, the Guardian Post hints that the Biya's government might use the COVID-19 and the African Cup of Nations embezzlement scandals to crack down on political opponents in the lead-up to the elections. With political tensions mounting, the road to the 2025 presidential elections promises to be one of the most unpredictable in Cameroon's recent history. Stay tuned for more updates. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button. Share your thoughts in the comments, like and share.